Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Benchmonster TV.
I'm Ashley Lynn Condre.
I am the Benchmonster.
Welcome to the show.
Thursday evening, 7 p.m. We are here.
Glad you could make it.
We got some Bobsy twin here. Dresses like me. Well,
I don't know.
these, I'll just make finger gestures. What? I can do what I want.
I know.
It's a free country.
Well, no, I did it. Did you do it too?
Yeah.
Oh, we're idiots.
I
was talking about me. I didn't even realize that you did it.
Yeah, anyway, Tony Carlino was very nice enough to send us out these t-shirts, Ever Strong Unlimited,
Hell yeah.
as you know.
Badass brand.
Tony's actually making this band shirt.
How
and
cool is that?
That's really cool.
That's so cool.
Man, if I would have got my ass off my shoulders back in the day, I probably could have made one too. But
kind of tried for a while. The stealth.
The stealth, yeah.
It wasn't that was years before the band shirts came
Yeah.
out.
Well, we tried to copy the Phenom because Inzer had changed the material, and we actually found the material, and I think I've told this story before, but Overkill wanted us to send it out to them, and apparently that happened, and the material we found, it just wouldn't hold a stitch. It was stretchy.
Is that what it was? I couldn't remember how that everything
but it was fun
went
to make one. I think actually our prototype, we did 700 in it, and then it blew up at 800. Yeah, 700. Pretty good for a sewing machine and just a bunch of powerlifting brains.
Yeah.
But no, Ever Strong.
Time ago.
Yeah, I want to know more about it. Carlino, it says the neck is scooped, obviously,
really
and
cool.
I think we have a couple videos of Tony Carlino tonight, and one of them is in an Ever Strong shirt, and also you'll be seeing me bench press in a Battle Ready shirt this evening too on Max Effort Day, and very excited about that. And I wasn't feeling 100% on Max Effort night, and reason I say that is, when you warm up, you have gauging numbers like, okay, 315 feels like an empty bar, 315 felt like 515, and 405 felt like 605.
Never a good sign.
Never a good sign, and I don't know if it's all too much treadmill work, and I don't know. You gotta agree with me on that.
I don't think it's. Yeah, but I don't think the problem is too much.
Yeah, but we deloaded last week. I mean, am I that old and decrepit that I can't?
Well,
I should bench once a week or something.
With the stomach problems you've been having.
Well,
how much detail you
no,
want
we don't want
give.
detail on that. Let's skip
Some
over
of
that.
The sounds coming from our bathroom, and not even just the bathroom, kind of all over the house.
Didn't I just say I didn't want to talk about it? Dummy.
Yeah. The day after your Max Effort, we were driving home from the gym. Yeah. Not Max Effort, but the next day, we were driving home from the gym on Wednesday, and remember you farted in my car like a couple minutes.
She farts all the time.
I think you've thrown me under the bus too.
You're back under.
But yeah, we were a couple minutes.
I didn't
want to
talk about it.
I don't care. I didn't want to live it, but I had to.
Yeah, well,
we were a couple minutes away from the
for.
gym, and
through good times and bad.
He ripped the most disgusting ass you've ever smelled in your life, and it smelled the entire. It smelled the entire way home.
All right, sign us off.
And then
see you guys next week. Have a good one.
I'm not done with it.
Fuck, get done.
But and then we got home. I had to drop him off, and so I could head to gymnastics to go coach. And so I did that. Was in the house for like probably 5 to 10 minutes. Came back out. Got in the car to leave. Still smelled the same. Like terrible. So on my entire drive to work, I got to smell his shit. I have never seen a fart. I guess not seen. I've never smelt a fart that's lasted that long.
Not from a world champion.
That was insane.
We have special ones. They go into your seat of your car, and it's like incense.
It did. It was fucking terrible.
Hey, man, I don't know what's going on, but you were not feeling well the day after.
I only puked. I didn't explode my asshole.
Thinks it's fucking funny. It's not funny. It wasn't funny. They think I wanted that to happen? Anyway.
I don't know. You look pretty proud of yourself when you see me gagging and wanting to die.
Well, that's the way it works sometimes. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, the Battle Ready shirt. Broke that out on Tuesday night. and I was gonna do what I call a little break-in. Like it's a brand new shirt. I mean, can you tuck the elbows? You have to flare them somewhat? So there was a little what I call a break-in process, getting the material kind of flexing and conform to my body. And it's a 2-ply 3XL, and it has actual 2 inserts that Velcro inside of it. And I took all the inserts out, and I'm gonna start with 600. I know nobody does that, but so I just wanted to see you know how it felt. And then I did 700, I think, and then I think I went up to 825 or something, and I put in the 3rd insert, and then I passed it down to my handoff partner, and he wanted to try it at 600, and he did probably 8 reps with it, pretty damn easy. But as he was doing it, I was looking over, seeing how the material is stretching and spreading, and I found some things that are going to work this next Tuesday, and hopefully I'm feeling better because I want to take it up a lot higher. But I'm not happy, and I'm a stickler. This bench that we bench on, it's your bench that.
Yeah, I missed it. I
Yeah,
was really bummed
well,
I had to bench on the other.
I don't
The
see
other
it,
one, I was struggling. I can't even.
but we're having some handoff issues because a lot of my times I went and watched Tony Carlino and his crew, and Tony takes it out. He doesn't have to. I mean, right out of the uprights, his arms are locked. I notice a lot of mine. I don't push the bar. I used to push it and help, but then I would lose my upper back tightness. So I'm kind of just taking the hand off with what they give me. And a lot of times, looking at it from the camera angle, you'll see it. I come out and my elbows are bent, and
So then you need to raise the uprights. That's not the fault of the bench.
Well, the thing is, though, the spacings in between and then the lip on the uprights is like that. It's like an inch.
It's not.
We sent it home with Starrett. He's going to cut those down because I want them the same.
On my bench?
Yeah, cutting them down. Yeah. We measured my bench, the far bench, and that bench there
Never
has
had that
ginormous lips on the, whatever you say. But yeah, I got to have things fucking perfect to do what I do. And I'm not too happy with that particular bench. But I don't make...
Funny, because everybody in the gym, it's everybody's favorite.
Well, then it's either we raise it up and it's
Yeah.
too far now, or we put it on the hole
One
below.
notch shouldn't be too far. As bent as your, because I've seen it, you don't start or finish at lockout.
I have to take the bar completely locked out. That sets everything up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You raise it a notch, at least
I'll
one
try.
notch.
I'll try that. See what I
That
can do.
shouldn't be a issue.
Yeah. Well, it's an issue, and I'm not liking it. So
That's not the fault of the bench, because you were having the same problems on the other bench. Remember the day that you did there's been a couple times that we've been looking at.
yeah,
your
I'm just at
videos.
that height where it with my longevity
But
of my.
that's not the bench.
I'll try to adjust the uprights.
Why do you think it's the bench? You were having the same issue on
No, I
the other
wasn't.
one. Yeah, you were. Remember with your 500?
Well-
That's because we watched your 500.
Well, my guys need to pick the fucker up and make sure I'm at lock, and it's asking a lot, but I got 3-man handoff. I mean, I'm going 800, whatever. If everybody gets on board and pulls it up and out, that's what I'm going to ask for next week.
I'm gonna say, have you said anything?
No, because I don't realize I'm doing it and I can't see the camera, that little screen on there, so I have to wait till I get home and
Even
then.
with your reading glasses? 'Cause I
Well,
can see perfect. I mean,
yeah, well, I can't see perfect. I'm not perfect like
no,
you.
but you should be. No, dude, I can't see without contacts or glasses on. My eyes are far from perfect.
I know it's contacts. I got
But
it.
it's nothing you have to read. You just have to be able
Well,
to.
I'll work on it. I appreciate your help and your sympathy.
Anytime.
Anytime. All right. We got a lot of videos showcased. A lot of them were sent to me just recently today. And I got quite a few here. Actually,
It's good.
couple of pages. And we have a new federation to talk about.
No. Yeah.
Powerlifting Unlimited Federation. Boy, do I have some bad things to say about you guys.
Yeah, but that was based off of one lift.
That's
one
all I need.
judge.
All I need is one
Yeah, but
lift.
that's one judge. I mean,
Yeah, it's horrible. And
It is
we're gonna
horrible.
yeah, you saw it and we'll talk
Yeah.
about it when we get there. First up, Terry from Greece. He competed recently in the open
Ooh,
class,
nice.
Masters 1 category.
that's cool.
And here are his lifts. I'm going to say them out, even though they're printed out when he does them, obviously. A 518 squat, 375 bench, 540 deadlift.
See
Let's
it.
check out Terry. Booming.
Excited.
It's a nice monolift right there, too.
Yeah, it is.
Terry's been training hard and working hard. Guy shows up, kicks ass.
Oh yeah, that looked good.
Nice and deep. Yeah.
Is that the opener? Oh
No,
wow.
I'm not sure on the opener or whatnot, but
Strong.
nice start command too. Little bit of a pause there. Nice lockout, Terry. Way to go.
Nice. Smooth.
540 deadlift. Boom. Good job, Terry. Shit.
Nice. All of those looked great. Very nice work.
That's a great day on the platform. All 3 attempts there. Way to go, Terry. Boom.
Very nice work, Terry. All 3 of those looked
Yeah.
great.
Looks like a professional out there.
Nice
Smooth,
work.
controlled, nice lockouts.
Strong, smooth, no struggle.
No.
Just very nice. Very nice work, Terry.
Next up, we have Kyle
Proud
B.
and impressed.
Kyle sent me some videos here. And Kyle B is blasting some raw bench press numbers, starting with a 425 times 4. And then we're going to go to another video. In the second video, he's doing 435 times 3. Let's check out, looks like I don't need a backing. Let's check out this 425.
See it.
Little self handoff.
That's crazy.
That's hardcore when you do it yourself.
Yeah. It's a different world. And no spotters.
No
It's
spotter.
Do or die. Go.
Good job, Kyle.
Oh my.
We're going to check out 435 now. Looks like it gets a little handoff here. Pulled some random guy out of the gym here, I think. And it's nice that everybody helps everybody at this gym. Oh, no handoff? Why is he
Just
there?
a spot, probably.
Okay, just spot.
So that he can push it.
Okay, that makes sense.
He didn't need it, but
I thought he was going to hand off.
you know.
Way to go, Kyle.
Nice work. Nice work.
Kyle,
Strong.
looking strong, son. Hey, thank you for the
Looking
videos,
good, dude,
Kyle. I really
yeah.
appreciate that.
Keep it up. It's a solid bench.
Next
Looking
up,
really good.
we are going to talk about Powerlifting Unlimited. This organization, you wake up every day and there's a new federation out there, and this seems to be one of them. Reason I pulled this video is because Aaron Anderton is actually coming to our contest May 17th.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. It looks like he, got into another meet here recently over the weekend, and says here he's trying 782 pounds. He's good for way more than that. And what I want to know is, can somebody tell me what's up with the head judge holding him at lockout or start command, basically, and the pause at his chest? There seems to be a lot of what?
Oh, sorry. I was just
There
telling
seems
him
to be-
to count it. It's
Yeah, so obviously he's got a start command, a press command, and a rack command. And we're going to play this and check out the amount of time it takes him to do the lifts here. So basically, and I don't know who the head judge is, but
I
I'd
don't
like to
either.
talk to that person. So
I'm not
782
impressed.
in the F8. And he takes the hand off
This is ridiculous.
and holding it there. Okay, what
Should have
What?
already gotten it.
the hell?
Ridiculous.
Okay, watch the
I don't think this person had ever.
watch the press command.
1, 2, 3.
Oh Lord.
That's
he didn't get it.
ridiculous.
And that upsets me a little bit because
ridiculous.
I don't know if it's just the head judge that day, but that's horse shit. Okay, like
Yeah, I think it was.
what's this start command? She's holding, she or he.
Well, she's hesitating. She's
what-
not sure.
Like fuck, he's locked out. He's holding.
I don't know if she forgot, like, that she was supposed to be giving the press command or the start command or what. But
I don't know. I don't like to see stuff like that, and I think it's horse shit. And PLU can stick it up their PLU.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily PLU. It's that judge.
Hey,
And you don't know. Maybe they let her go after this.
I hope they did, but
Or
any-
won't task her
anybody
again.
watching that needs to go say something immediately, because I've been around for a while and I've seen, some people that have to
It's
hold the
about
bar.
like some of the time at USPA.
Well, I don't talk about them either. But no, I just felt that's kind of BS as the amount of time he had to hold it
Ridiculous.
and actually counted. It's actually 3 seconds on his chest. That's ridiculous.
At least 3 seconds. I got. It was one. It was actually like 3.5. If you want to be.
Yeah,
technical.
I
It's 1,
I don't want.
2.
I want to stay
3.
positive tonight.
Ugh. That's way too long to be sitting on your chest.
Yeah, I agree. So that was poor Aaron went
And
out
the
there.
start command. What the? It's once the partner gets out of the way, you're supposed to get the, unless your arms are bent, which you're not going to be able to hold it for that long if your arms aren't locked. Yeah, like it's
let's
mainly
just move on.
It's to make sure that that rule, the start command, is there. First of all, to make sure that the spotter is out of the way. Second, to make sure that the person is actually starting at
and he lock. Is straight. Yeah.
And yeah, he couldn't. If he wasn't at lock there, he wouldn't have been able to hold it that long. No. It's harder to hold like this than it is to hold it lockout.
Well, PLUFU. Let's move on. They ain't getting no more shine on my show.
That was pretty bad judging.
Well, Aaron's gonna come down to our show and kick some ass because we don't play that fucking game here. Okay. Yeah, I just don't like seeing that at all.
No, it's
ridiculous.
Ridiculous. I don't know if it was somebody that's like never
judged
before and maybe just seen or only done USPA meets.
Could be.
And thought that's
how it's supposed
garbage
to go.
is how it's supposed to be, and actually they haven't read the rule book. They just seen a few strict meets at USPA. I don't know.
Well, I don't
honestly, USPA is not.
I don't want to talk about any of them.
Bad.
All right, next up, One Rep Mex sent me a video. Apparently, he was benching at AJ Roberts' meet this past weekend, I believe. And he's blasting 407 on his third attempt. And it's going to be fun to watch One Rep here. He brings he brings the intensity, and this looks like a pretty cool meet right here.
It does. This is one AJ put on.
I think he was wearing the Jenny. He loves that Jenny shirt, and it's produced for him. That's a money shirt right there. Look at that. The fucker's fired up, man. He's got AJ handing off for him. It looks like a F8 bar, I think. Maybe. Hope. Don't know. I'm just checking.
I assume, but it doesn't.
Good arch. Get those feet planted. Right in his line, right there. Build that shirt. Oh, all day. Good job, One Rep.
Good job. Very nice, One Rep.
Yeah.
Good job. That's awesome. Good work.
Is he still on? Oh, not on there? Okay, we got to go then. One Rep walked off stage. All right. Next up. I had to stop here and take a look at this individual. Apparently, this guy's, and the reason I did it is because, I thought, this kid looks a little big for 18. He's doing some standing overhead press machine, which it said 600. He doesn't do 600. I think he misses 585. But I watched it through, and it starts out with something, and as we go on, I got to his Instagram page, and his handle is Gentile Ashley Lifts. Gentile Lifts, and right after that, there's a quotation mark or parentheses, and it says biggest natty 18-year-old. Yeah, and as we start off with this, he looks a little big for whatever natty means. And if he's 18 years old, Jesus Lord. So that's kind of a cool machine there. I wish we had one of those in our
jam.
That's
cool. Is that the one that they were talking about getting?
I don't know. Looks like it's strictly, I thought you could do calf raises on it or something. So anyway, he goes up to 585, trying to get that 600. But I was 18 once, and I was not that big, nor did I see anybody in my whole high school of 2,000 people that looked that big, and some were pretty good football player people. Yeah.
Well,
so
if he's 18, okay, like I could possibly believe that part, but the natty part.
That's what people say that, you know.
I don't know
either. It looks pretty jacked to me.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't either. We're just gonna move on. Ashley's favorite.
I can't watch this.
Oh, come on. This is stuff that happens sometimes.
It shouldn't have happened though. Like
This, I labeled this one, it said in the whatever it's, not in the, what is it? Caption. Yeah. It says breathing is essential. So I had to watch this one, and I think the kid's okay, but let's
really
check.
him being okay.
Yeah, it's kind of scary
He
stuff.
laid there for a while.
We're gonna check
And
out
then the
this.
video just cuts off.
Looks like
I
a
liked it.
$4.95, and he just doesn't breathe.
He needs to just drop it there.
You
Let
should
it go there.
Drop it, but
No, he doesn't.
he's got straps on too.
Jesus.
Oh my God! Well,
See how he just lays
he's
there?
passed
He's
out.
not moving.
No.
That's more than just being passed out.
Well, you black out, right? Some people do that in the deadlift.
That's
They
more
pull it
than
up
just-
and they go backwards. But the fact that he had the deadlift straps on,
Oh, that's what it was.
It pulled him down, yeah.
Oh, mother. See, I couldn't figure out like why he. Yeah,
that's scary to see.
Yeah.
But deadlift is a lift where sometimes
But I
people.
don't know why he didn't just let. He had it locked out and then held it for another like 10 seconds.
That's
is
probably
what-
his first time doing it, and you know what it's like.
Yeah. I make sure I hold it long
He-
enough for
he-
a judge to give me credit, and then I get like.
I think he was just
it
happy to
down.
have it up at lock, and he kind of wanted everybody to see, and showboating a little bit maybe.
I don't think so. I
But
don't know.
yeah,
I don't know if he didn't feel it.
I think he's all right though. I didn't read the comments, whatnot, but I believe he's fine. No
I
problem.
hope
No
so.
problems.
You didn't read. Oh, I would have shot
No, I
those
don't-
comments so
Yeah, I didn't go
fast.
through them. Next up, this was sent to me. Apparently, Christopher
he's okay.
Sutton, and I don't know. We probably showed this one before, I think, but it's a great video. Christopher Sutton hitting a 1251 at the Metal Militia meet in Texas. Now, I don't remember doing a Metal Militia meet, but I guess you can stay over the lifter once you hand off and keep your hands close to the bar. I don't think I need a backing for this one. Let's Christopher Sutton here. That's Mr. Womack there. I'm assuming that's one of his clients. And 1251.
Which one's Womack?
Womack's right behind him. He's kind of got his hands close to the bar, which
The
for
handoff
safety.
guy?
But my God, he's got more in the tank.
Wow, that was easy.
How about that, people?
Easy, cheesy.
Very easy.
Nice work. That was 1251.
Yeah.
Damn, son. Damn, son.
Yeah, congrats to Mr.
Very
Sutton.
nice work. That's awesome.
You got more in the tank.
Yeah. That was solid.
Now, this next video here, I didn't write it down, but apparently it's the highest
Holy crap.
front squat ever or something. I don't know if that's true, but it was in the. I didn't write it down, but this guy's Jezza
Jessa
Uepa.
Oh, is that a U or a V?
That's a U.
Okay.
He's hitting 893 front squat, so we got to check that out pretty quick here. Where's he at? There we go. It's a big man, and that's a lot of weight on the front delts.
Insane
Jesus,
for a
people.
front squat.
893.
What is he back squat then? Holy shit.
I don't know, but
He must back squat over $1,000.
that name rings a bell. I think we
got
had him on we had a video of him recently on
It
the
does.
show here.
I was trying to think where
Yeah.
I've seen that before. Yes.
Next up, a big bad strong mother effer. This Tyler Butcher smoking 800 times 3 in his Widowmaker. This was kind of cool to see Tyler in a Widowmaker. Looks like I don't need a backing for Tyler. He sends me videos I can, And that's one of those foam boards. I have that right over here in the room.
Yep.
But looks like the first one he comes down and kind of gets the groove of the Widowmaker. And then it's like, boing. Good control at the top. Boing. Could have done 1,000 of those.
Jeez.
That's a strong man right there.
That's a very strong man.
Tony Carlino.
Solid. Nice work, Tyler.
We got 3 Tony Carlino videos tonight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I figured the t-shirts kind of went with that. Oh, absolutely.
Ever strong.
First one we're going to show is this gets me excited because it's in an SDP, a Super Duper Phenom. They used to have those shirts back in the day that worked really good, and they still work good. because Tony Carlino is doing 1,003 in an SDP. He's doing it to a one board. So I got to put this up, and then I got to go up here and punch that. And we're doing 1,003 here. Some say the red Phenom is stretchier than the black. That looks like you get some pop out of that. I'm impressed. Then there was some controversy that Mr. Dave Hoff was getting the blue material, not the dark, or there's two blues. There's like a sky blue and there's like a purplish blue, and that you had to get that one because that had the most stretch in it. Those little conspiracy theories about, shirt stretchiness I was after, and it was hard to ever find the proper working Phenom again.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, well, everything happens for a reason. That's why the band shirts are taking over now, and yeah.
True.
Oh, what are we gonna do here? Okay, apparently this is Dave. Actually, MATV.
Matovosian.
Vosgian? Matovosian. Mr. Dave here, giving 1,001 a ride in a Mindy X Factor band shirt. And looks like I don't need a backing with Dave here.
Dave M.
Dave M. 1,001 right here, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, that looks like a thick F squat bar or something.
Yeah, it does.
Just misses touching, but goes up to lock. Good job, sir.
Nice work, sir.
Yeah, giving it a ride.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, we're going to show another Tony Carlino video right here.
Nice.
This is one was sent to me. It says 1152 in his Everstrong band shirt. Yeah. Do we need a backing? Oh, got to put one of those up. Let's 1152. So saith the number. Look at that handoff. Completely at lockout. Good Lord. Okay. I'm weak, and I know it. Good job, Tony. Way to go.
Very nice. God,
Made that look
he's
easy.
So strong. That's crazy.
Says he's weighing 283 in one of his description for one of his videos.
What is he usually? Is that about where he usually is?
That's a pretty good weight.
Because he
283.
usually competes at 27. Does he do 275 or 308?
You could do either or.
Yeah. Either got a big cut or.
This one I always like because I like to see Eric Lillibridge lift. It's poetry in motion.
I love him.
He's doing in training. He's gonna do some squats for us here, and they're not labeled as we watch them. So he's gonna do 4 of them. I'll speak of the number each time, but we're gonna see an 880, a 940, a 990, and a 1045. That's just how we do it here at the Lillibridge compound. Pretty cool stuff right here.
Hell yeah.
So 880 right here.
Jeez. So strong.
Like empty bar. God damn, pal. This is 940 here. Look at those traps. Jesus
Dad's squatting this
criminy.
one. His brother was squatting the last one. They look very similar.
Okay, now we got a 990 coming up. Trying to get some clip. Notice he's rolling out his quads. I see
sure.
Nate do that a lot too.
Have you?
Yeah,
Does
he uses a 90-pound dumbbell and just
Oh.
rolls it on his. This is fucking
Good
insane.
idea.
990, and that bar is a little bent. I can't get over those traps. Jesus, like my God.
They are crazy big. Impressive.
Oh, that was nothing. Good Lord, son. Okay, we're gonna finish with
Makes
10.
it look easy.
1045. Fuck, man. So Lillibridges are great people.
Oh,
Ernie
yeah.
Sr.
We've met all 3 of them.
shares advice on how to better my lower back, and you guys are just totally helpful and friendly people.
Oh yeah, super cool. We've met him a couple times.
Fuck, look at the traps, man. 1045, people. Lord help me.
Doesn't even look that heavy.
Of course not.
I mean, like,
Fuck, man.
his face makes it, tells you that there's some weight on the bar, but it moves beautifully.
Takes my breath away. It really does.
Yeah,
Just
it
think-
moves so easy.
I'm pretty sure he was getting
Like,
ready.
there's no struggle really. Like,
No.
it's just a.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't the recent video, but I'm pretty sure that was for a
There's
meet
no
he was
way.
training for.
I
But
think so because his brother had on a singlet, so I got the vibe that maybe they were practicing something.
yeah,
On the, like their last workouts before a meet or something, or one of their last.
just
workouts.
crazy strong people.
'Cause
Awesome to
he
see.
had a singlet on, which sometimes you do that for your last couple workouts.
Okay. Tony Carlino up again.
Nice.
I just tons of videos out there and I grab them. 1,300 pounds we're gonna see here in his Everstrong shirt,
Holy
band shirt.
shit.
Says it's a size XL 2-ply with an insert and 2 figure 8s. That's how you do it. And well, we're gonna play that right now, and I got to put a backing up so we can see it. All right, here we go. 1,300. Looks like a little bit one board action. Mother fricker. God damn, dude. Oh, Lord.
Nice.
Tony, God
Way to
damn,
work.
son.
Nice job. Damn, dude. He's so strong.
Like, crazy. Every time I turn on this internet and go to these social media sites, and
It's funny
Jesus.
because I remember him like God, maybe like probably I don't know, but it was like 10 to 15 years, probably closer to 15. Like
15 years ago?
while you were away,
I was on a vacation, I think.
you were on a vacation, and I don't know, like I know he like messaged me to check on you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And like, cause like, you talk about how you were one of his idols and stuff, and so I think after that I started following him.
Yeah.
He's
came a long way.
And yeah, dude, I remember watching his numbers,
Mhm.
like, and it is insane how far he has came. Like,
He's doing it the right way.
insane. Yeah, he is.
I wish I was in this era of bench pressing.
It's incredible.
I could
to
be
see,
20 years younger and in a band shirt in my hands. Oh, back to 355.
It's very, very impressive.
Oink.
I mean, I know the band shirts are coming out, but even like when he lifts in a poly, he's still
Fucking strong.
Yeah, huge lifts.
You can do it in a super duper phenom. Dude,
yeah,
I know that's
what I
impressive.
mean, like, so it's just super cool because I kind of watched him climb the
Progress.
progress and climb the mountain, and just to see like where he's at now is really cool.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because you could tell like he was so into it. Like I saw his posts all the time. And you could tell he was just a diehard, and all that work paid off. It's just really cool to see.
And they're his videos that I'm referencing when I'm saying that when he grabs the bar and they hand it to him, he's completely locked when he gets the bar out. Yeah. I'm gonna bark at myself when we have it on max effort. When I'm taking out handoffs.
I'll try to remember to bark at you too.
Yeah. I mean, my arms are bent and it's just not where they should be. We've been over this before, but it's happening again. My handoff guy's he gets it out over the upright and they're not picking it up. And
yeah, but
I have to tell him.
You should have the uprights at a good height where all they have to do is pop it out of there. They shouldn't have to. Like,
that's the problem. If we go up another hole, Ashley, and it's got that 1 3/4 lip on it, now they hit the upright. It's weird. It's just
don't think
my body length and the upright, this, that, and the other don't link up properly. I'm gonna complain because when I see it on video, I get pissed because I can see why I'm having problems. And they don't realize they're doing it. It's my center guy needs to go.
It's their fault.
Center guy, and isn't Hines deadlifting now? He like 500 or something. He can pick up that weight. Hand it to me.
I mean, that's pretty odd. Like nobody else. Like when you watch these other guys, their handoff partners aren't like lifting it 8 inches and out.
Well, where we live, we have to.
They're bumping it off the uprights.
You gonna bump it off an upright lip that's that big?
I've
1
never
3/4.
noticed that being that.
Well, you're a normal person on the bench, and that bench was made for women.
I suck on the bench.
Actually,
and I still don't even have that problem. But what do you mean made for women?
You want me to tell you what was made for women? Because when it came in and the gym bought it, the uprights that were included at the highest point we could set them for us. I went like this. This is 9 inches from my upper abdomen. That's where the bar was. And Mr. What's his face, Forza, jetted down here from Spokane and put different upright heights in there that had more length and more holes in them, because that was the problem. At the highest liftoff point with the collar,
That's weird.
the uprights that came with it, I was like this, Ashley. Like
That
that's where.
doesn't sound right. That sounds like a mistake.
Those uprights are over in the corner by the garage door. Put them in that bench, and then I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about.
That does. I mean,
It's
like
because
he's selling this bench mostly to probably majority of men.
no, he told me it was made for women,
Okay.
or that was just an excuse. But
Okay. I thought you were just
no,
saying that.
I was telling him we can't lift right here, dude.
Why would they make a bench like that only for women? That's stupid. Why don't they just
Well, you know the black part, the arms on the bench that where the inserts go into, the uprights. That part is about 2 inches lower than the one that we bench on. So that 2 inches lower, now you have a mathematical problem with upright height.
But see, you were having the same problem on the other
Not as
bench.
bad until Heinz actually started picking it up. We didn't have a problem no more. But we revert back to old problems, and that seems to be what I'm doing. But that's all right. I'm gonna fix it this next time out. It's not a problem on speed bench, I don't think. That's like handing me nothing. That's only 800 I went to on max effort night. I'm going heavier, so we got our big boy pants on. All right, you have a squat and a deadlift. Let's talk about it. Squat. I see bands.
Doubled
Mini bands. That's a shit pot right there.
That's a lot of tension.
And no box squat, just straight down.
Yep, just straight down.
Are you wearing the Inzer sleeves that have been banned in the?
Only in the IPF, so I fuck that. Fuck that.
Well, I gotta ask.
But yes.
Okay. Well, I like to think those bands are in line with your heel.
For speed.
Speed. Get it up. Good. Power through those bands. Good. Well, you're coming a long way.
Thank you. Thank
It's nice to have a plan, a good program that you're following now.
Yeah,
All right, this
nice to
deadlift.
have a coach.
I think this deadlift takes a while, right? It's like you were gonna trim it down for me, but you didn't do it. Okay, you got the wagon wheels on there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that means that you're starting at your kneecap or just below.
Below.
Okay. I'm figuring this out.
Below. Yeah, it's taking a minute.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Yeah, I know.
Tick
I
tock,
told
tick tock.
you that I would trim it down for you.
Well, I didn't have time. I had to get.
taken 2 seconds.
I had to get Terry's video on there.
Yeah, you could have done that, and then by the time that was done,
How much weight is that?
390,
How much do those wagon wheels weigh a piece?
45.
Oh. Boy, you're really going for speed too there, jacking it up.
Going for speed.
Okay, well, good job there, Chief.
Thanks, Krill.
Let's move into speed bench. A lot of chat box stuff we're gonna have to get to over here in a minute, and nobody really wants to hang around forever. So let's just check speed bench out. We'll cook through this.
What about next?
We got that too. Looks like decline speed bench. Yes, the bands are hooked up further in the back, but what my theory is, it makes you push towards your feet, because if you try to push straight up and down, it's going to pull the bar back over your face. That's why we set it out and push towards our feet here. That's the shortest distance. That's a straight line. Everything was feeling good on this day. I don't know if I just blew my wad here and came in Tuesday.
I don't get what was wrong with you.
I don't know. We had something for dinner, and that's why you were puking and I was pooping. All right. Got Jose here, training for the big show. Got 4 weeks left. He's looking really good. I tell you what, he has been stepping up his tricep work. Nothing I have to tell him. He just does it. Broke out the Emax bar here and got some big kettlebells. I think those are 60 or 72 a piece. Ashley?
Those ones
Red ones?
are 44.
44?
44 pounds.
You sure?
Positive.
I thought it was heavier. Well, oh, wait. We actually have
They're 44 each.
each. Now, wait a second.
So that's
Stay.
88.
What about those blue ones?
Those are 50.
Oh, 52, you're lying.
Well, I will say I get the blue and the green mixed up.
Okay, that's heavier.
One is 52 and one is like 63.
That's 63 then.
Was it like the biggest?
No, well, I don't remember.
Was it the second to biggest?
So anyway, we're just doing this because it creates a little bit of a wiggle wobble, and it's good, I think. And a slight decline. Thought that was a good option. We have a wide variety of tricep work, and we try to throw different kinds at our body and keep it guessing, obviously. Looks like Jose here's got more bells and whistles on there, but this is typical Jose. He's pushing hard. He knows he's got to get stronger. He has to get faster if he wants to do what he wants to do at the contest. And it's not time to train now. It's the training you've done all year. We don't take any time off here. Winter, spring, summer, fall. We're in here working. It's nice to have all different kinds of toys to play with. We have that new tricep extension bar, which is really fun. We haven't broke this out in a while and decided to use it for benching last week at the end of a workout. It's real therapeutical on the shoulders. And this week decided to do some extensions with it. My head's turning purple. I'm probably not breathing. Yeah, that was a tough one. Rolling dumbbells. If we did these, we don't count reps. These are just done till failure. And we want to fail somewhere in the 20s. So I hope I didn't show all this. Kind of boring, but you guys want to know what we do. I believe this was like 2, maybe 3 sets till failure. And these wipe you out right here. The thing is, don't count. Think about something else and just let that burn. Be your ticket to put the frickin' dumbbells down. All right, that was a couple sets there. Then we went over and did some of these units. And I think we finished with a little bit of pec work. I'm not sure. Can't remember. I didn't think this workout was that abusing, but apparently it definitely made me suck on Tuesday on top of other stuff. Well, I don't have my typical shit here. Anyway, max effort. Let's roll through that. And then maybe I'll just start the chat box myself. Max effort bench. Let's check out. We have myself in the battle ready shirt, and we have BJ Dirk in his F8, and I think he goes up to, I think I got him labeled. I think he ends up going to 1100 or something. Let's check this out. Well, right there's 325, and that didn't feel very poppy. And 405 didn't feel very good either. Looked like dog shit. And I was like, oh, God. What's going on? Decided to put it on here with 600. Just wanted to see what, if it was elbows out, elbows tucked. Just learn the shirt, learn the material, and like it a lot. Jose here is doing his raw work on a 3-board today. He's got to beat 565. That was his last PR he hit on the 3-board. So here's, what's this, 715? I don't know. Looks like it. A lot of pop in this shirt. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing. Yeah, I need help to get off there. 545 for Jose right here on a 3-board. Good control. He can grind. Good. Big Joe here, PR 475 is what I counted. He looks on point for the big show in about 4 weeks. He's got a little grinding power too. I like it. Way to go. 825. Took it out. I wasn't fully locked, and that upset me, but you know what? I like the way it performed, and I like the stretch, and I like the fact that you can tuck your elbows in it. 575 for Jose to break his record. Didn't think it was going, but you're talking about Jose here. He'll grind it through. I don't know if I have Hines doing 600 in the battle ready, but he tried it on. 825 for Logman here. Pretty good. Well, 1100. Gets heavy pretty quick here. Get right to business, I say. Full arm's length there for BJ on a 3 board, grinding it out. Boom. That's some weight. He's got 4 weeks. Put it together. Decided to get the aluminum bar here with the 25s and 2 of my chains. Do some extensions. BJ Dirk takes it way behind his head. Sandbagging a little bit. When you flip over and start doing these particular movements, you can't be an ego lifter. You got to start light and make sure those tricep tendons right behind the elbow there are warmed up. You don't want to do it cold. We've seen people's triceps break away from the bone.
But was that because it was cold or just because they
weren't supposed to be doing the amount of weight they were doing? They were showboating just a tad. But I don't like to see anybody get injured.
No.
Because that's 6 months. You're gone for a while. So Jose here picking it up with another 25 on there. You got to train for the weight you want to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Can't just put 10s on there and do those for a couple sets of 8 and call it a day. You got to make it fucking hard. And that right there is pretty tough. You got a 10-pound plate on there now, and he's racking them out here, which is good.
This is max effort, right?
Yes, max effort. You missed my battle ready shirt.
I was there for the live show, and I was right next to you on the next
Oh,
bench.
okay.
So
What the hell? I didn't get push downs? Anyway, yeah, so what I was saying about the battle ready shirt, I was very impressed. It's very stretchy, and it gives you a lot of pop out of the bottom. And I was just, when I first tried it with whatever it was, 600, I actually took it out and I tried the old school, you got to push your elbows out this way. And I did that for the first set, and I noticed when it came down, it was teetering on me a little bit. And the next time I went, I came out and I just turned the elbows in, and that's when I found it worked perfectly, and I was very happy with that. When I gave it to Hines and let him do 600, I stood right over him and looked down, and he was tucking, 8 and 4, and he was getting tremendous pop out of it. So you got to learn the shirt, learn the material, learn the cut. It was like a new car, you gotta drive it around and test drive it a little bit. And I don't want to stretch it out and, let it, band shirts can stretch a little bit. And I want to keep it as pristine as I can, because next week I definitely want to go up to $1,000. That's my plan. Get there as fast as possible. I'll probably do my 700-800 jump where I do 700 to a 2 board. And then I let them put another red plate on there and come down with 825. And I think things will be ticking. And I don't make excuses, but like I said, when I started out with 325 on that day, I just didn't have pop. Like, I was asking Jose, is like, what did we do Friday? Maybe. And after Jose was done, I go, how'd you feel today, Jose? And he goes, 100%. Well, I did the same thing you did. You did more weight than me. Why am I dragging my ass today? So, better days will come. I'm not a quitter, so you'll see more of that shirt in action, and I'm pretty excited about it. Actually, when I did the 825, BJ Dirk actually put my belt on and torqued it down a little bit, and we kind of finagled with it, put the sleeve down a little bit, and you know, just toying with different settings of the bench shirt, and liking what I'm seeing so far. A lot of pop.
Yeah.
You know, I've had
Good.
shirts like that where they just feel like they're, you know, 15 pounds, and when you go to use them, there's no pop. It's just, it binds up, and but this one here comes down, it stretches, which I really like. So
And the brand is, do they have different shirts, like, or is it all the same shirt, the model?
I don't.
Well, like Battle Ready is the brand,
Yeah.
right? So like, you know how like Pharrell has all these different names.
Yeah.
Different kinds,
Well,
right? Like you can get
Battle Ready, I'm sure, is probably, you know, in the works of making another type of shirt. Yeah, that's the name of the game.
The only one they have right now.
I went to the website, and I believe that's the one I saw. And like I said, those wrist straps there too, Battle Ready. Those are the Eric Alforter shirt, or I think there's the ones he likes right here.
Already.
Yeah, the orange. Yeah, stretchy.
So I'm wondering if they have multiple, like.
We'll go to the website and we'll answer all those questions there.
Just trying to get an idea for how old the company is, or like how long they've been around. Like,
oh,
are
I've
they
seen
brand
Battle
new to where they only have
pretty
like
brand new.
1 or 2 of each of their products.
I
Or
have
do
seen
they
the Battle Ready shirts over the past year, I would say, on our show, showing videos and what's that shirt? What kind of shirt is that? And people end up sending me, that's a Battle Ready.
Yeah.
And so we've seen some tremendous success in the Battle Ready, and I'm excited. And I just want to I want to play in it some more. I'm just chomping at the bit. Like, okay, you know, I didn't have I felt like dog shit on Tuesday, but I'll tell you what, I'll be back. And yeah, I'm excited. I think I need to take my belt and loosen it one notch because yeah, BJ was having problems getting it hooked up.
So it needs to be bigger?
Yeah, I'm not fatter, but it's just that
I'm wondering why.
Well,
shouldn't it be going the opposite way? Like,
no, because when he clamps it on me, it's like a panic attack. It's like an anaconda around my stomach.
yeah, but it's been in that same place for.
But you have that extra material in there, and it just needs to be loosened up a little bit.
Yeah. I see.
So,
That makes sense.
and we need to get all hands on deck when I lift and make sure that they're picking the weight up. We'll adjust the uprights 4-hole showing instead of 3, and we'll see if that changes things. So,
It's like,
I know what you're
should
thinking.
solve the. I mean,
Yeah, because I just
they're
having a problem.
bent enough that I don't know.
Yeah, straight.
Right, and I feel like if it was just that much higher, they should just
You would think.
clear the.
You would think the lip. Well, Starrett supposedly took those home and grinded them down. I think
Better
an
make
eighth
sure
of an
he
inch.
doesn't grind them too far.
We
'cause
told
then
him.
It'll be.
I said,
they'll be
measure twice, cut
worthless.
once. I know. And he was there. I don't know. He said he'd have them ready the next day. So we'll see. And they should be the same size as my bench and the bench next to us.
I didn't notice
That
they were
tall. And
bigger.
they're huge. And you got to clear that. And a lot of times when you have people like me with an arm ratio of this long and upright height of that, there's no happy medium. It's like, never mind.
I'm gonna see if I can.
You're not listening.
No,
to me.
I'm listening. I was gonna try to get a picture of I was gonna try to see if I had any pictures of the bench. No, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. We got chat box action over here. I'll start that for you.
Well, no, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see it from.
Okay, well, you got people waiting, so why don't you read
Well, I
the
just
chat box?
wanted to see because I've never, ever noticed that the hooks are any bigger on that. Like,
Yeah. We talked. Jake
Now I'm gonna
Stoker
pay
was going to cut him down a couple years ago.
really?
But, he says one thing and never does
Yeah,
it. So,
I know.
all right,
I
now
didn't realize they were an issue.
Mr. Borgalt is the first in here.
But it's really James Borgalt. Hello, Ryan and Ashley. God bless and hope all is well. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. God bless you also, and we hope everything is going good for you too. And thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you here. We got Paul here. Hey guys, how's it going? It's going pretty well.
Okay.
Thank you. Hope you and Christina are doing well. And everything's going good, and
Enjoying.
Didn't he have a new shirt that he was like trying out? Or am I wrong?
I don't know.
I can't remember
I think
what it was.
he
My
had a
memory is just garbage. But
garbage.
I swear I thought that he'd gotten a new one recently.
Is it a 4-ply? Was it or not?
I can't even remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
If it's,
Paul,
I can't even remember if that's right.
Paul, did you get a new shirt recently? Ashley's asking, sort of. It's something we probably should know, but
well, I thought that.
Well, don't think.
He did. Like, I mean, maybe it's like been several weeks now,
Yeah.
but like one that he's still, or maybe towards the end of breaking in.
James Borgold says, Happy Easter too. Old age, LOL. Yeah, Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday.
Is your mom still handing out the gift bags with all the fun things that we like on Easter?
I don't think she's ever done that on Easter.
Oh, yes, she has. She has Easter baskets for us.
I don't remember.
Oh, what is wrong with your brain?
You're
having a hell of a time.
That's Christmas. She does that with the stocking.
No, we did. We had Easter baskets too. Your mom's very, very nice person.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
And I used to get Easter baskets when I was a kid, but I don't.
Well,
you sure?
I could swear by it. Yeah.
I think so.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. I'm hoping. All right.
That'd be cool. They're fun, and she always gets the coolest stuff. But
Kyle says Ryan has super farts. I told her not. I don't want to talk about it. Now it's out here. Now we're talking about it.
Well, I've had to live it the last 3 days.
Well,
so I'm a little traumatized, and I need to vent.
I know. I'm sorry, man.
It's bad. Like, it's
I don't
bad.
know. Switch up our food. What? I don't know what we ate. That was. I made you like the fat.
Like, oh my God! When you went to bed before me, I was hearing some horrible sounds from that bedroom.
That was the cat.
It was not the cat.
Just read the damn chat box and shut up. All right, Kyle.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were sensitive.
Yeah, I am sensitive. I didn't want to talk about it.
You sure rip ass in front of me.
They don't need to know that.
All right, Kyle again. And yes, he does have super duper
It's
horrendous.
Just for a few days. I'm better now.
Nasty farts right now. It's bad, like bad. I was concerned he shit himself the other day. When I got in my car and it still smelled that strong, I was like, he better check his pants. I bet he shit.
Hey, I ate something bad, okay? Probably some expired chicken or something. Who knows? All right.
Funny. Farts never stop being funny.
Read Kyle's post here.
All right. I have a similar issue as I can't really squeeze those lats, retract the scapula, and scrape the bar out of the rungs. I kind of have to go elbows under and press it so my shoulders unlock, lifting off. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with having to hand off for yourself.
Yeah,
also,
self-hand
on
off.
top of that. Yeah.
But you look really...
You look strong. You look really comfortable with it, and everything looks
like
really
you've been doing
good.
that self-handoff for a while, and it doesn't look like it's hindering you by any means.
No, like you said,
you got
it
great
looks very
speed, too, on your
confident and
bench bar.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was great benching. This is also Kyle, I did that 435 about 3 weeks before I did that 423 for 4. I was going for 5, but I bounced so much, it kind of knocked me out of the groove.
Understand.
That's fair, and especially if you don't have a spotter, you don't want to go for, even if you do have a spotter, if you're feeling like you're out of your groove, and then it's always better to rack it than go for it and hurt something.
Roger Brome. How's your tricep, Roger? We all good?
Yeah, how's that doing? Is it still an issue, or
are you able to get into that tighter Titan shirt now?
It's
or
been several weeks now, so hopefully it's feeling quite a bit better. Is it still nagging you, or do you feel like it's pretty well gone? Just wondering.
So read this comment here.
There's too much worry about strictness. Absolutely. As a judge, if you are unsure, you call for the lifter. Period. Well, I know, and like some of these, like USPA specifically, and maybe this one I don't know much about. That's really the only lift I know that I've seen from that. I don't know much about that federation, but like USPA, they think it's a badge of honor
To
to
give
be
you a white.
strict and give red lights.
Yeah.
Like,
You earn them.
I mean, I mean, I think we all can agree that like we don't want lifts that shouldn't be passed
Right.
to get white lights. You know, you do want to earn it, and you want there to be no doubt or controversy. But these federations like USPA and what we saw from PLU they are going beyond what the standards are and making it harder, and that's just not necessary. There's a rule book for a reason.
I wish I had more videos from that
there's
meet.
nowhere that says that you have to pause. The rule is
Motionless.
The bar has to be motionless on your chest, and then you get a press command. The only reason that rule is there is so that you're not like bouncing it off your chest. So you just have to show that it's stopped and in control.
Well, he can't. See,
you're not supposed to, which his was the second he touched it.
He came down smooth and controlled, and in my world, as soon as that hit, he was getting a press command.
Yeah.
I didn't see any reason to hold him down there for 3 seconds.
There's not supposed to really be an actual 3 to 4 second pause.
No.
That's absurd. And again, the same with the start command. Like, you're not supposed. It is there so that they can make sure that the handoff guy's all the way out of the way so that they can see the lift, and B, so that they make sure you're actually starting at lock, because some people will take it out and start coming down right away.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
well,
or start.
His arms are straight as arrows. And
and he should have got it.
Enough of that.
As soon as his handoff guy was out of the way, she should have been pressed.
She or he?
Or start.
Kind of hard to tell.
Sorry.
Kyle.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. It's the long hair.
I worry about
passing out like that underweight on the bench when I miss groove and press through it. Yeah, that'd be real bad. It'd be real bad to pass out in the middle of a bench.
I'm trying to think if I ever saw that in my life. I don't think I have. I don't think I've seen it yet. Knock on wood.
I don't think
Right.
Knock on wood seen it either.
Okay. Kyle's talking about Mr.
Okay. How do you say his name? Jessa.
It's
Uepa?
UEPA.
Uepa?
UEPA. Yeah. I butcher a lot of names, and so
I know.
I just
Some
spell
of
them
these
out
are
and I do
hard
my
if you
best.
haven't
I'm
actually-
sorry, I'm not doing it on purpose. Says he's an IPF competitor. He went up against Ray Williams all the time. Whoa, really?
That's cool.
That'd have been a good battle.
That would have been cool to watch.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's neat.
I'm assuming Ray Williams won all the time, because he squats, anywhere from 1050 to 1100 on any given day.
But what is...
I don't know what
he
Uepa
benches
squats.
I don't know what he benches.
I'm gonna go to his Instagram page and look around.
I'm forgetting. Do you remember what Ray benches and deadlifts?
I just came to watch his squat. I was impressed.
Yeah.
John Smith.
Because we never know. We don't know. Like, I mean, even if he squats more than
I don't know.
he does, we don't know what either of their benches and deadlifts are. So
John Smith says what here?
But that would have been a cool battle to see.
What's he say?
If the bar ain't bending, you're just pretending. You have a shirt. Peterson made you a hat.
I did have that.
I'm
I don't know
not sure
either.
what happened. It's somewhere in our stuff. But yeah, it says if the bar ain't bending, you're just pretending. It's cool.
Jimmy Kolb.
Jimmy Cope in the house. Hell yeah. Hey Jimmy. Hope you and Kate are doing good. Always good to see you here in the chat box.
Yeah, thanks for swinging by, Jimmy. Appreciate that.
Everybody always likes to see that. Ryan and Ashley, best show all week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
What day is Jimmy's podcast?
As I
It was
say,
on Monday.
Maybe the second best, right behind yours.
When does Jimmy do his show? It was on Mondays at 5. He has a live YouTube, like, ask me anything, basically. I used to go stop him by there.
I don't know if it's always on the same
I think
day,
it changed.
I feel like I've seen it on different days, unless I'm seeing although
I'm going to go to YouTube and find out when his last live broadcast was and assume it's the day before. We'll check it out. I always stop by and say hi. He stopped by and says hi to me.
Mm-hmm.
At least I can do is go by and swing by
I have
his.
a couple times, but we need to.
Now, Paul Offer brings up an interesting point. I didn't say anything, but he is correct here. That 1251 should not have counted. His sleeves were past his elbows. Jimmy pointed that out 2 weeks ago on his podcast. I did see that. Way past his elbows, actually. Into yeah, the sleeve. Yeah, actually goes about.
Can you even wear a...
Well, I don't know what the rules are, but apparently that's.
I didn't think you could even.
That should be a golden
I didn't
rule
even
amongst all federations.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. But it is what it is, and apparently that open powerlifting will probably count it. If they counted anything.
Yeah, now I'm curious. I thought you can't even use sleeves.
No, the bench shirt sleeve. It goes past his
I see
elbow.
what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I gotcha.
That's an advantage, and that should have been red lighted.
Gotcha,
You're correct, Paul.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing when
That's a
we
good
did
point.
it, a good catch. I saw it.
Yeah. And yeah, Jimmy
I don't want to
pointed
pick
that out.
people's videos apart, but you bring it up, now we can talk about it.
Yeah.
There was definitely past the elbow. Hey, Terry, conjugate iron.
Notice. I don't know which about the shirts. Terry.
Terry.
Nice lifting, by the way. We saw your
Contest
competition. I
attempt.
don't know if you saw. Actually, he's already out of here. I think I read.
Yeah,
this
he's
earlier.
busy.
He had to run.
I understand.
But, if you watch this later, we watched your videos and you're looking great, looking strong.
Great form, man.
All 3 lifts looked very solid. Nice work. Congratulations on killing it on the platform. Nice work. And thanks for sending the videos. We were happy to get to showcase them.
Robert Martinez has a
we
question.
didn't actually read his comment.
Oh.
I just wanted to tell him that. I forgot he wasn't in here. Hey guys, man, it's been a crazy night. Can't stay, unfortunately. Just popped by to say hi. Gotta run. I'm out.
All right, Terry.
Well, if you watch this later, thank you for popping by and saying hi. We know you're super busy, so we appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. It's good to have you in here again. Nice job on your meet.
Robert Martinez has a question, and I don't know how to answer this one. Read it.
I wasn't sure what the. How do I learn the sink style bench?
What is that?
You wouldn't want to, would you? I assume he's
Sink it in your. Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't. If you're still on, Robert, what
that
exactly
could
do you
be-
mean by that? Do you mean like sinking it into your chest and
I think they
pressing
call that
it out?
excessive dipping.
Because
what-
if that's what you mean, I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think that's something that you'd necessarily want to.
Well, a lot of people do it, and they sink
Unless
it into their
there's-
body, and then they use the heaving thing, without their butt coming up. And
Should
Yeah, I don't
look
know.
up and see what it tells me if I look up sink style bench.
no, you're not gonna find nothing.
How do you know? You'd be surprised.
Paul, I'm gonna read Paul off while you play on your phone.
Well, I just want to.
Paul says, "Did you see Jimmy doing 1,500 last week to a 1 board, then did 1025 for 25 to a 2 board? Did I post the 1,500 last week? I did one. If I didn't, I got 2 videos I got to go find. I saw the 10.
Remember. I saw it. I can't
saw the
remember
10
if we played it on here.
Shit, I probably saved it in my Instagram thing, and I didn't grab it today.
Did we play it last week? You can probably see if you played it last week on your notebook.
I can probably do that.
That would be written down.
We had Mr. Upa benching 572 raw. That's what we had him do last week. Orlino 1,003 for 10 reps we had. Who am I looking for again?
Jimmy Cobe.
Oh, I see a lot of names on here. I can go back further. 1450, I have Jimmy Kolb. I don't have the 15. Where do I find that at?
Where did I see
The
it
Instagram?
posted? I think so.
I got 2 videos for next week, and it's going to be Jimmy Kolb doing
I think I
1,500 to a 1 board and 1,025 for 25 reps to a 2 board. Good Lord, Jimmy. Son of a bitch. I don't think I played it. Hey, even if I did play it, I'm going to play it again. My show, I can do what I want. And I want Jimmy Kolb.
And everybody wants to.
Yeah.
Everybody's down to watch Jimmy Cobe's.
The 1,025 for 25, I did save that. And I think I forwarded it to my Instagram forwarded it to myself. And I don't think I checked it or grabbed it, and I'm sorry, but I will make good next week. I promise. I'm gonna make a note right here. Read the next one, Miss Ashley. You got dead air. Dead air's not good. Get off your phone. You're not gonna
Here, I
find.
found it. Here's a video of me practicing commands using the sync technique. But
What is it? You got a video? How'd you find this? It's a woman doing that?
dude,
A dude? So basically, if
I can't
he's
tell.
a raw bencher, so there's a
It
little bit
doesn't
of
look
sync.
like he's really.
They could
There was
get
a
they could get you for excessive heaving too if you go into your body. I don't know what the rules are.
The sync style is not often lauded as correct, as it offers two of what some may call disadvantages: a larger range of motion and a loss of tension. However,
Yeah.
I think there are many benefits to both styles that deserve recognition.
Loss of tension. I don't like that right there.
The sync
I'm out.
technique is basically the same, but the lifter allows the barbell to rest more on the torso in the bottom position to varying degrees. Some sink slightly like Mark Bell, some sink to extreme levels like Dan Green. Some of the pros are faster eccentric concentric speed, more support and assistance from full body in bottom position, allowing for stronger, longer pause, helps surpass the weaker bottom position. Cons are harder to master as more technique cues required to maintain proper position.
Yeah.
Longer
I don't recommend it.
range of motion, doesn't train pressing muscles to fullest degree, and tension versus looseness can be confusing.
I don't. Something tells me when you come down and let it sink into your body, I just don't think you maintain
really
your tightness, and I don't like it. I don't think it.
And you probably have to be careful because there's probably a fine line of doing it correctly and
Because Gus Rethwich was mad about that
success
20 years ago.
Excessive
dipping and heaving, because to come out of it you have to heave, and that was a rule in Wabdle. So
I mean,
Paul
talking
Loeffler.
about it like it's
I already read that.
specifics.
BJ Dirk. Yo. Say yo.
You didn't really answer. Yo.
Yo.
What up, BJ? Oh, I think you've. Oh no, you didn't. Okay.
Those decline skull
Hey,
crushers,
BJ,
Kyle
how's it going,
says,
man?
on the earthquake bar make my elbows tingle. Oh, they make our elbows sting, not tingle.
Where are you at?
I'm right here doing
You
Kyle.
skipped some.
What? I'm just moving along, man.
Kyle, wow, that's impressive weight. I'm starting to realize I type run-ons a lot. Oops. And then Kyle says, and you skipped the compliment about me, mister.
Well, I figured you read it the whole show anyway.
Kyle, Ashley looking strong, 100%. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kyle. Right back at ya. Your benching videos were kick ass.
Hell yeah.
Looking strong as fuck, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kyle, those decline skull crushers on the earthquake bar make my elbows tingle. Okay, now we're. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done skull crushers.
Combine them with
the
some rolling
earthquake
dumbbells
bar. Too. Ooh, have you done them with the earthquake bar though?
What bar is that?
That's the like shaky one. Isn't that the
Emax bar is my bamboo bar.
I don't think we have.
You're talking about that one that's like a noodle.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
But I think that's what the earthquake bar is, right? But it's probably similar to the bamboo bar.
Yeah, you're right.
Just like a little made out of different material, so the wiggle is probably different. But
That Emax bar, you couldn't put a price on it. It's the best thing ever.
that's
Toot my horn.
Louis created that, right? The bamboo bar, though, right?
Don't quote me. I don't know. I'm not gonna say yes or
Okay.
no. 1 rep.
1 rep. What's going on, man? What's happening? Making a quick stop and made it just in time for bamboo bar triceps. I'm gonna try that. Ha ha ha. Oh, did you guys do the? Okay, that might be why. That's why he brought it up. I got it. Sorry, I was upstairs real quick. And
Yeah,
I missed
you
that
weren't
part.
upstairs real quick. You were gone forever.
I was hungry.
With that band bar, use kettlebells obviously, and yeah, they're kind of gnarly. We'll probably try to do it with bands attached to the floor next time we use that bar, and there should be a little bit of wiggle and jiggle, or who knows, maybe we'll hang some. I actually have there's little hanging devices that came with it, with a metal hook, and you can hang 25-pound plates on there,
cool.
and they still do that. Yeah, it's got they're in the computer room. I just saw them the other day.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Glad you could make it, One Rep. Thank you for joining us. I know you're busy, but we appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. We played your video from your meet earlier.
Hell yeah.
Nice work, looking strong. Congratulations on killing it. That was awesome.
Read his next one here.
Anyways, there's also One Rep. Anyways, hope life is good and the health is better. Looking good, guys. Now I gotta get back to work.
I understand.
LOL. Love y'alls. See you next week.
Have a good
Love
night.
you too, buddy. Hope work goes well
Yeah.
for ya. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for stopping by. Howard
Weingarten.
House. Howard Weingarten. I had the same problem with the uprights. What I did is put a small piece of metal in the J hooks
Oh,
and lifted the bar around 1/2 inch.
oh,
Try that.
that's a good idea. Well, I will try that idea, Howard, if, excuse me, Starrett didn't grind those uprights down yet. So we'll check that out. But the 1/2 inch is it could be a night and day thing. That could work very well.
So what, like, how do you do that? How do you put a piece of metal in the J hook?
I just set it in there somehow, some double-sided sticky tape or something, little.
You'd have to get the perfect.
Well, everything has to be perfect.
But yeah, I mean,
It's a lot to ask those guys everybody to pick up that weight and hand it to me, because the more effort they try, that's when I start getting weird handoffs and stuff. It just needs to be up and out. And
yeah.
If they have to pick that fricker up, and then
Yeah.
it could be
They
worse.
Have to do that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we're not going to be on this bench much longer than May 17th, so I'll be back on the other one.
Good.
And I might just throw.
I don't like that one.
Why not? It's a
The pad's too high.
I got a Thompson fat pad ready to go on it. You're gonna hate that one.
Yeah, I can't. It's just too big. I mean, like, I like it's thicker and more comfortable, so you can pinch your shoulders better. But it's high enough that I can't get my feet in a good place.
For shorter people, not the biggest thrill. Yeah,
that was my issue. Kyle, how many top challenging sets did y'all do on those triceps? And do you do more than one variation of tricep per session?
Yeah, we do an extension. That's a palms facing away, and then we try to do some type of extension this way with palms facing each other. On Friday, we only did one, and we were doing sets till failure, like 2 or 3 sets. And we weren't counting the reps. We were just doing them till failure. So, but usually you pick 2, and, there's wide varieties to do. One could even be a pressing movement. Triceps of death is something we haven't done in a while. Where you put, like in my case, 275 on the bar, and you about a thumb's length from smooth, and you do 5 reps on 5 board. They flip out the board, 4 board, 5 reps, 3 board, all the way down to no boards, and you got to get the last 5 full range. That's tough, and that's another one we usually incorporate. But anything to challenge these triceps and make them stronger, and never let them know what we're going to be throwing at them. Once they figure it out, what you're doing, they'll cease to grow and produce results for you. And last I checked, everybody needs stronger triceps. We all end up at a certain amount of weight where the bar comes off and you miss the lift due to speed and explosive power, or weak triceps, obviously. So you got to train them hard. Tendons too, not the muscle too. You want tendons like steel cables.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. That's why we do all those particular movements that we do. But I think Friday we had the deload last Tuesday, and Friday we're kind of looking for something that wouldn't totally beat us up because we wanted to come in because the next 3 weeks on the bench are real heavy ones. So you got to be able to last these next couple Tuesdays without a deload. So, and I know how to do it. All right.
Kyle, I'm totally sorry.
What's he sorry for?
What are you sorry for? I can't.
Instagram. Okay, I got it written down here. Instagram. Thank you, Paul.
Oh, okay. I told you that. Yeah, I told you that. Because I think that's where I
always
saw
go
it.
to that Explore tab, and it gives you a bunch of pictures, you know, grid style. Then I go to Reels, and then I scroll through that. But I hate their algorithm over there because if you stay and watch a powerlifting injury, it seems to be everything you get on your feed is people getting hurt lifting. And I had to start looking at cats and half-naked women for a minute just to get that weeded out of there. That's what I saw in there.
You're a scummy pervert.
No, I'm not a scummy pervert. I don't want to see some guy's ribs get broke on a bench. I'm not clicking on those things anymore because it tends to give you more of that stuff. I don't like seeing powerlifting injuries. They're bad, and I don't wish anybody get one of those.
I don't like watching them either.
Broken arms.
Dude, I couldn't watch the deadlift video we played tonight.
Oh God,
I wasn't expecting that to happen.
Jesus, there was one kid who was squatting.
I thought he was just gonna kind of pass out and.
Fuck! I tell you this one I don't know why I clicked on it. It didn't say anything about an injury, but he was coming out with like 275, a little young kid, and he went down to squat, came up, and his back broke in the middle. So when his butt hit the ground. In the middle of his torso went this way. Gross. I'd never seen it. Like he broke his back in the middle, and his torso went one way and his butt went. It was bad. And they showed the X-ray.
Okay?
They showed the X-ray of every vertebrae that broke, and it scared me to death when I saw that. You know, that's.
Why did his back break?
I don't want to go look. I ain't gonna go position? Look. I can't. I basically when I played it, I covered him up and I had his feet, and then when I saw him go to the ground, I just like that's enough. I think he was halfway up, and then it just popped, and he went down, and you know when you go sit down like this,
he went all the way down to the ground.
His butt stayed here, but like if you cut me in half here, this part of his body was back because he had broken his spine. That's crazy. Feel bad. Thank you for that, Paul. I'll look for that next week.
Did he have a spotter?
No. Kyle, read this one.
Does the USPA have rules about your feet, like heels down and your head having to stay flat on the bench, or is that the IPF? My head flies up and my heels are elevated. I think the heels, I don't think they have that rule. The head, I'm not sure.
You have to go to the USPA site and look for their rule book.
Was the one that Dan did where he got red lighted for his head coming up? Was that a USPA meet, or was it an IPF?
I think USPA.
I think it was USPA. Yeah. So they might have the head rule for USPA.
I heard one rule.
I don't think they have the heels rule, but I don't know for sure.
I heard one federation you're able to raise your heels off the ground during the lift, but they can't touch the ground during the lift. You can't pick them up and put them down. That might have been Wabdal. I don't know. You need to look at the rule book, and USPA rule book is like that thick. Yeah. So you're gonna have to do some researching.
Yeah, because I'm not.
Take
those
some
aren't
Adderall and just stay up all night and keep reading.
Those aren't things that I do, so I'm not.
Yeah, but no, some people have that.
My head stays on the bench, so I've never had to worry about that, and I usually have my whole foot on the bench or on the floor.
Okay, Kyle.
Which actually I'm supposed to work on, not having my feet fully up. We were kind of changing up my feet a little, so.
Okay, well, Kyle says I'll have to follow that Instagram. Not sure which one he's following.
I have to follow that Instagram. Jimmy's Instagram or.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And then Kyle says, yes, I do 2 tricep variations 2 times a week, neutral grip, easy bar. Skull crushers are good, and I was sorry for the airing the super fart story. That's all right. It's
Oh
her
no,
fault.
you don't have to be sorry at
Yeah, it's her
all.
fault.
No,
Yeah.
it was already the story was already out there. I brought that up right away.
Remember when you do the
I
easy bar
appreciate you
skull
bringing it back up
crushers?
so we could laugh about it again.
Remember, try to add bands or chains to everything you do. Try to make it harder. You can do them on the incline. You can do them on the decline. You can do them on the flat. But try to throw on a chain or a mini band hooked up to the ground. Try to make it as hard as possible. Straight bar work is great, but when you add resistance to it, it makes it even better. I think you get more out of the exercise, and that's what I want. And that's just matter. And don't leave your bands in the gym either. Take those with you and put them in your bag, because the ones that you get left at the gym I don't know what they do. It's like kids come in and they pull them 95 feet across the room, and we can't figure out why none of them. We hook them up, and a double mini band is supposed to be 75 pounds at the top.
Oh, not our red ones
No.
at the gym.
Gee, that's why I brought my own.
I don't know what's happened to them.
They destroy them overnight.
They're just
They got nicks in the
so
sides of the
loose.
band. That's where they blow. When you get the side of the band, a nick, a little slice in it. That's from putting it on the bar and slamming weights into it. They don't have band protectors, I call them. Buddy of mine made it on a 3D printer, and basically it's a sleeve, and it's grooved out and beveled, and you put that on the bar, and then the band sits right in it, and you can slam weights against that device and not fuck up your bands.
See, and Cromer had me
put a clip.
Put that special clip that's got that's
The-
for the chains.
Yeah. And hook
but
your
you
bands
just
to
hook
that.
the band through that, and then it does.
Well, that's it. You want to take care of your equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Decline easy bar skulls would be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do those quite often, especially when we're
a
at
good variation.
declining. It's just like, hey, let's do triceps while we're here. We got it set up. So, Chad Gray.
Chad Gray. Sup, Brian? I remember the video you did with Chris Duffin. You repped 225 like it was an empty bar. It looked like it was sped up 3 times.
Yeah, no, Chad. What's really cool about that is, thanks Duffin. He took out time to help us. I was dealing with some back pain, and he showed me a lot of things to mitigate that. And then he warmed me up, because he had that velocity meter thing he was selling, whatever it was. It wasn't a velocity meter; it was something else. But basically, they hooked it. It was a watch you wore, and it dictated your rate for. I don't know what it was, but anyway, Chris took me over, and usually I warm up my way, and he goes, you should do these, and he brought over a chain about 2.5 feet long, put it in a through the handle of a kettlebell, and I did like these front raises. And then I was like, is that it? We're done. And I went over, and it was the warm up was way less than I would do, but my God, I tapped him on the back. I said I thought more warm up was better, but I went over there, and that 225, yeah, I was like, wow. And I have that at the gym too. It's like, I don't know, like a 30-pound kettlebell, and you just do kind of one of these with it. And it kind of warms up the shoulders and everything. It makes you just, yeah. I thank Mr. Duffin for that. I hope he's doing well.
That was a good trip.
That was a great trip.
I got to like you and Mike left, and so it was just me and Duffin in the gym, and he was helping me. I had basically like a one-on-one training session with him. That was really
Lucky
cool.
you.
Yeah. He taught me some cool
I also,
stuff.
that's the day I got the Duffalo prototype Duffalo bar. Yep.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a fun trip.
He said, "This is the first bar I've been in my quest to make the Duffalo bar." Yeah. And I go, I think he asked me if I wanted it. I think he read it in my eyes. Oh yes.
Yeah,
I'll load it up.
How we ended, like how that.
And I think we're using that tomorrow.
But
on our schedule, we're doing the Duffalo prototype.
Pretty cool.
Probably with bands and chains, probably either or. All right, Kyle, 3D printed band protector. Yeah. Get yourself some
business idea.
Polymaker Pro or some type of filament. I can make them. I got the X1 Carbon over here, brand new.
Is that like a product that's like already being sold?
Probably. Well,
if not, like these others, a good business
no,
idea.
well, I can make them better.
But you could still, I was gonna say, you could still,
I can make them better.
even if they've already like
Yeah.
are for
I gotta
sale
go to,
you
like,
could make your own.
I'm not big on CAD sites, but Tinkercad is a simple program to go in and make these things from, and put to use some of my 3D printers here. So be fun. It's a good idea, Kyle. I think so. Because
Yeah.
other way to do it in the gym is to take a clip and push it about a half inch from the knuckle of the bar and lock it, and that leaves you a gap like that in there, and that's where the band would go through. That way you can slam weights and get it going. Oh, I live 3D printers. Some even do alloys.
I'm guessing it's I love 3D printers.
Oh, like Vision Miner and those type of printers that are like $5-6 grand. Those ones that do peak and all that new cutting edge. It takes the sun of the earth to melt the filament heat. It's like crazy stuff.
Really?
Oh, but it's an investment though.
I don't know much about any of them.
I got my Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon. Got it on sale, so I'll play with that.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a race to who gets to it first, Kyle. Band protectors.
Band protectors.
No.
Or you guys could go in business together.
I think that's an awesome idea.
It is.
Because a lot of people train with bands, but I'm not sure if they know how to protect them correctly.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Most people, a lot of people, anyway.
You could probably make them for $1.50 or something, and pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But the kid who made them for me, he worked at a what did Tim Smith work at?
Oh.
He worked at that. He made parts for wheelchairs and.
Yeah, I don't know the name.
Yeah, he had a high end printer, and I think he made it out of carbon fiber. I mean, these are bulletproof, and
I didn't know he made them for you.
he wasn't supposed to.
Really?
You know, but he took measurements, and it took all night to print them out, and I still have them.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe I'll showcase them on the show or something.
Yeah, you should.
I got them in my backpack. I got a backpack for my birthday.
Yeah, I got him one of those fancy.
So I don't have to
I don't
wear.
know if you've heard us talk about, and anybody that's watching here that's like seen him at the gym or seen him walk into the gym on bench day, he would always carry plastic bags.
Walmart bags.
Walmart bags. He would just grab one or two of them before we leave, and his camera and stuff would go in one, and then he'd have another for something else, and he'd walk in with like 2 or 3 of them, like a bag lady.
Bag boy.
Man.
Yeah.
Drove me nuts.
Not me.
So for his birthday,
I got me a wolf pack.
Well, you know, I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. They're awesome backpacks for for workout. That's what they're made for.
Yeah.
And they're backpacks. You can carry them like a backpack. But they fit so much.
They're
stuff.
nice.
Like I've got couple of two belts in mine. I have knee wraps. I have wrist wraps. You can fit knee sleeves.
What's really cool is those compartments.
Two pairs of chucks in there sometimes.
I put my camera in one of them, and then I must have carried it around, and it was time to get the camera out, and I opened it up, and somebody stole my camera. And I actually reached in, and it goes down like 26 feet, and I pulled out my camera.
It can.
They hold a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And mine isn't even mine like I said fits all that, knee sleeves, chucks. I can fit 2 pairs of chucks in there, straps, like everything that I need fits in there. And I don't even have the biggest one. I have like the medium one, I believe.
Oh.
So no, if you're ever looking for a new workout bag, I totally recommend the Wolfpack ones. I love those.
They're nice.
And so he's got a brand new one.
Chad Gray, thank you for sharing that
like
warm-up story with Duffin golden era of lifting videos on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was 2015 or something, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Learned a lot from Chris.
15, yeah.
You know, I still got his shoulder rook.
Yeah.
I should bring that to the
gym. There's something like that at our gym.
It's got a round.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but
not the same.
You can't put the amount of weight you
I can.
want, right? Like with his, it's got a collar and you can load whatever plates you want.
It's out in the garage.
This one, it's just got a big.
Oh shit! You know what I got up there too? Carpet press, another max effort movement. I have a 4-foot section of carpet, and roll it up tight, put some duct tape around it, and use that as a board press kind of. And basically, when you come down, that weight will transfer through the carpet pretty easy, and then you bench out of that. So it kind of simulates that bar. You're not coming down to something that's going to catch it and stop, but you come down controlled, and you'll feel the transfer into the carpet, and then push up. It's sitting out there. I just got to tape it up. Got my mind spinning now. We're talking about making clips and shoulder rocks, and that carpet's out there waiting for me. So, yeah. Kyle says here, I've had the same Nike gym bag for 20 years. Damn.
I never carry high dollar looking things in the gym, just high dollar capability as I'm training in a mere mortal gym.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not that expensive looking. They're not that expensive. I mean, for a gym bag, it's
it was 150,
cheap, but you'll have it the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Apparently yours is high quality too.
Yeah, Nike's a good bag.
Yeah, Nike's would be a good brand.
Everybody's
it must be
wearing
a solid bag if it's lasted.
Even our little
20
gym,
years.
Everybody's got them.
They're pretty popular,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and they're kind of cool because, if you see somebody, come in wearing one, they're probably an experienced lifter. They're probably either an experienced lifter or a competitive lifter, whether it be bodybuilding or powerlifting.
The normal people don't carry those.
Yeah, I mean...
All right, hey.
That's what I've noticed is, anytime I see one, I'm like, I bet they're either compete or they're a very experienced lifter, and it's almost always the
I'm gonna
case.
post my email address up here in case you guys want to send videos and have them showcased on the show. That's how we roll here. I bring max effort and I bring speed bench, and then I like it when my email has some videos in it. Makes me happy. And it looks like I missed Jimmy Kolb's, but I'm gonna get that next week.
Yeah, you better get that next week.
Yeah. But I
Yes,
think you got my
videos.
email
Would love to
remembered
see
by now,
'em.
Benchmonster Gmail. And we're going to give that Battle Ready shirt a run next week. I should be more carved up, and yeah, I'm ready to go again. So probably put all the inserts in it and give it a ride. So
Why not? Sounds like a plan.
yeah, especially now that I know now I know a little bit about it. Now I gave it a test drive, so I was very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just got to get my guys to hand that shit off to a complete lock state, or I'm just gonna throw it back. Because Jose said that to me that night too. He goes, when you took that out, your right side was really bent. Your arms were bent. Like, well, yeah, I don't reach for it anymore. In the olden days, I used to 1, 2, 3, and then I would push with them, and that would completely lose my upper back tightness. So now I'm just kind of waiting for them to do it, and I don't reach anymore. So they're just feathering out of the uprights, and we just got to fix that.
Kyle,
shoulder pain.
if I told you where I train, you'd instantly know why. It's near the hood.
I don't know where you train.
I don't know.
It's near the hood.
Where are we talking
Planet
about?
Fitness?
Where do you train?
No, he doesn't train there.
No, there's no way.
You want me to name the gym that you were bench pressing in? I don't know a lot of commercial gyms other than Gold's, and
He just says if I told you where
I want to
train.
know now.
Where do you train?
It's
Now we're
near
curious.
the hood.
Would we
It
we'd
might be
instantly
somewhere
know
I never heard of.
why?
Chad Gray, what do you suggest for nagging shoulder pain that isn't serious but just won't go away? Where's the shoulder pain coming from? Front, side, rear? Is it on the outside or is it deep inside? Does it hurt when you do rotator cuff stuff like this? Does it hurt to bench press? Does it hurt to only do overhead press? Yeah. Periodization, individualized to respond to your current and previous training regimen. Nagging shoulders suck. He's in Western Washington.
Oh,
He's over by Seattle somewhere.
okay.
Redmond, Bellevue, Bellingham.
And near the hood, in that area is probably
Yeah, I don't. I
sketchy.
never been in the hood. Tacoma, it's got some bad places. I heard, but all I know is what I saw in Seattle when I was up there for the doctor's visit, and we were on the corner of Rainier and something, and uh, I'm not going to go into it what I saw, but I don't know what gym.
Where? Was I there with you?
Yeah, there was it was like a Safeway Payless store. We were going in to get something. We had just ate at Chipotle, and I walked out, and I just stood on the street corner, and the rainbow flag, all that good stuff. And this man walked up to me with a full beard, and he was wearing a fucking dress and high heels, and I realized that was out of my realm.
Did I see him?
Oh, there was people. One guy looked like Bin Laden. There was a wide variety of fucking weirdos there.
Where was this at?
This was at the corner of, I want to say, Olympia and Rainier.
But where, like,
downtown
where?
Seattle, not too far
Why
from.
were we there? What trip
We
was
walked.
it?
We walked to that Chipotle, I guess, to eat.
But like, what were we like on the trip for?
I went up to the hospital and they did the black dye through my veins. Remember?
I remember doing that, but I don't remember.
Yeah. And I just went over and I just looked around like, where the fuck am I? God damn, couldn't believe it. But a lot of creature features in that neighborhood where I was. I don't think we were near a hood. Anyway, the nagging pain, I got to know where his pain's located. I can't help you unless we really break things down. And when did you notice it first? Was it after you benched? Did you fall down on ice and catch yourself like this? I mean, right off the bat, I would say use the bamboo bar and bench like we did last week on the show, where you don't grip it, you just let it sit in your hands and you don't let it touch your chest. And you want to let it do its gig. You start using that, and you'll be surprised how great your shoulders feel. But you got to get deeper into it and see if you actually tore something, have a bone spur, on and on. Western Washington is very progressive, and a lot of aren't even from here originally. Everywhere in the universe incorporated area is redneck. Huh.
Huh.
Yeah, I've been to Seattle in a while.
No, it's been years.
I like Pike's Place Market, though.
Yeah.
That's fun down there. And so is that big Ferris wheel.
Yeah, it is.
That was cool.
That's cool.
I'm not one for rides, but I mean, that thing's ginormous.
Yeah, like
And we
did that when we went to the
Mariners game.
Yeah.
And I said I've been telling you all day who the best player was of all time. And
I knew
who would you say
it
it was?
was.
It's King Griffey Jr.
Yes.
And we get there, and
There's
whose
a
statue?
King Griffey Jr. statue.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know. I knew that. I knew
yeah.
that.
King Griffey, the best ever.
Yes.
Uh,
I did a project on him in middle school, I believe.
I got his rookie card, his '89 Upper Deck. Had like 9 of them. Those grade for a 10 PSA 10. They're worth $4,000.
Well, oh yeah.
All right, are we done? I'm getting hungry. Getting late. I hear crows outside.
Oh, here we
waking
go.
me up.
It kind of comes from the inside mid-shoulder. Got full range of motion. Shoulder exercises don't really bother me.
Okay.
Hurts more when I do chest. Pushing out and inside toward mid-chest like cables.
Cable flies.
Yeah.
Well, I went on YouTube and typed in shoulder exercises for injury, and there's 1,000 different ones. We're taking a medicine ball, putting on the wall, and doing this, and there's just a whole bunch of exercises with bands doing lateral extensions like this. I mean, just so many that you can find. When my shoulder was hurting up here, there was a lot of stuff on TikTok, believe it or not. And there was just many different ways. If you have shoulder pain here, pay attention. These are what you need to do. So I'm watching, and do a little research on YouTube and try to figure out, like, say, I don't know, where you can't really put a name where it's hurting, but shoulder pain that won't go away, and they'll have exercises and things that might be worth a try. there's always healing peptides, but you know, we don't know what we're dealing with and how long this has been going on.
Yeah, that's another question. How long have you had it? I know he said that it's not serious, but just won't go away.
Yeah, I wonder if it's the bicep tendon. It needs to be retract.
Is it just one shoulder or is it both of them? I'm assuming it's one.
Stand in a doorway and put your this hand on your hip and the crook of your elbow here against the wall, and then back up. Let this move forward, and it'll actually retract your bicep tendon. Sometimes that gets out of whack and can cause shoulder pain. I want to say bicepial tendon. I don't know if that's the right word.
No,
yeah. But I've been doing that quite a bit, retracting it a little bit.
Well,
because you don't realize it's doing its gig until you pop it. It sounds like a firecracker when you're really out of whack. Pop! Whoa! Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Hopefully, it's always a good pop.
Redneck, huh? What's he saying down there? I mean, outside the city, it gets pretty redneck, but places like Olympia, it's absolutely.
I don't think you really helped Chad there.
What?
I said I don't think you really.
You gotta search. That's how I did it. I went and searched for videos on shoulder pain, and thousands of them will show up. And then a lot of times when the video starts, they'll say, "Are you having shoulder pain here when you do this?" Then go to the next video. Are you having shoulder pain that won't go away? It could be this. Try this exercise. And I watched them for hours every day. And especially on TikTok, it's that algorithm thing. Once you watch a video and let it all the way play through, you'll get more and more of those.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, yeah, if you do that, maybe you can get some good exercises. Because if it's not like a serious injury, maybe there are some exercises you can do to kind of like strengthen some of the areas that
there's a lot of things
problems are coming from, and
there's a lot of things with bands that you can do
if it's more of a chronic thing.
So
let's see here. Kyle, I meant that outside the city it gets pretty redneck, but in places like Olympia, it's absolutely radicalized. I'm from 253. Is that the area code?
I lived in Florida, and I saw a different kind of redneck down there.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to go into detail.
Okay. Kyle, if you try... So I think this might be for you, Chad. So there you go. I think. If you try external and internal rotation on the shoulders, like standing at parade rest. I'm not sure what that's one's supposed to be. Like standing at parade rest hurts. That's internal rotation. And hands vertical like the bottom of the...
Chad can read that himself, because the way you're reading it, it's like it's really, really weird.
I'm reading what's there. I just don't know what
I don't either.
What that's supposed to be.
Portion of the...
And hands vertical like the bottom of the eccentric portion of dumbbell military press is external.
Some ART therapy on it wouldn't hurt. Deep tissue massage, aggressive style. There's also one chiropractor popped.
Oh, okay. Parade rest is hands behind the back. I didn't realize that was I have never heard of that. Have you?
There was a guy in Spokane, and I got a free adjustment. He's a chiropractor, and he put his fist underneath the back of my shoulder, and he goes, "Have you ever had your shoulder set or something?" I go, "No, what's that?" And he pushed down on my, and I heard I thought he broke it. He pushed down on his fist, and it went loud, and I was like, "Holy!" And then he did the other side. Then I stood up, and I was like, "What is that safe? Was that safe?" So I never had that done, and it was a pop to where your eardrums almost go to bells. But apparently, all the years of doing this, I mean, I don't think it hurt. They still work.
Did it feel better after he did?
I don't think it hurt. I was there with
It did hurt.
Jamie, and there with what's his face,
Don
Goldsworthy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, Easter Sunday this week. Everybody have a good Easter. Make sure you get the eggs. It's going to be a little rough getting the real eggs and dyeing them and putting them out. So
yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you find every egg and bring it back for dinner, because
wow, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
when eggs are like $1 a piece, you can't let those just sit in the garden.
Interesting, yeah.
Make sure the kids know where to go. Make a map so you get each egg back. That's what we're living now. The eggs are so expensive.
I'm guessing a lot of people will go to like
those
plastic
hollow ones
eggs and put candy and stuff in them. Which honestly, I think I like.
In my day, we used the hard-boiled eggs.
We did too, because it was a whole like tradition and like fun of it all of getting together with all the cousins and kids in the family at grandma's, and we'd paint our eggs.
Not anymore. Now you get
and
plastic
do all that,
eggs.
and that was fun. But
I
wouldn't have minded. I mean, I would have been fine either way.
Yeah.
I think the plastic eggs might be the way to go.
I'm old
year.
school.
And then you fill them with candy, or some people fill them with money.
Money,
like,
I've had that too. Yeah.
You know,
all right, sign us out of here. I gotta go eat.
People who unlock their so Kyle has one more here. After the parade rest, his hands behind the back. So we learned something new.
That's called getting arrested.
That makes more sense, because I was like, I thought it was honestly like a spell check messing up or auto correct or whatever, but that makes more sense. So if you external and internal rotation, if you try external and internal rotation on the shoulders, like standing at parade rest, hurts, that's internal rotation, and hands vertical like the bottom of the eccentric portion of the dumbbell military press is external. Okay, that makes now I get it. That makes more sense. He also says people who unlock their shoulders and don't keep them locked down in place can cause rotational issues in the bottom of the press.
That's a good. I never heard that. Yeah, that makes sense. Kyle says I love Easter baskets. I love chocolate.
So do we.
Really, I like dark chocolate. Actually,
so do we.
It's good for my health.
Hell yeah. They say
I like Hershey Kisses and peanut butter M&Ms and stuff are good too.
Mm-hmm.
Not on my diet, but that's all right. All right. Gotta go find some healthy food to eat.
Get some dinner.
Thank you, Tony Carlino, for the shirts. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Tony. We love them. We will rock them.
Get my tight ass handoff guy to go halvesies on a shirt. We'll get one. He just bought a Harley though, so I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's really nice.
Yeah, I burned my leg on it.
Yeah, you did.
I always do that.
A gnarly burn. You
It's
a
all right.
gnarly burn on that Harley.
It's all right. I do that all the time.
Thanks, y'all. Parade rest is a military position.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing when he described it, but okay. I didn't realize that was the name of it. I haven't heard that before. Well, thank you, Kyle. Well, we learn something new every day.
Yeah. Kyle, thanks for bringing the information on the shoulder there.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I appreciate it.
Chad, you got some homework to do. Hope to see you next week on here. And please send me videos of you guys lifting.
Like they will call it in the formation after being formed up and coming to attention before being released to as you were, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I saw Forrest Gump. I saw that. At ease, soldier. As you were. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie. I don't think any.
Nothing as good as Titanic, one of the best movies ever made.
We love Titanic around here.
All right, we're not talking about movies. We're talking about food now. I'm hungry. I haven't had dinner, so let's jet.
Okay.
Sign us out of here.
All right, guys. It looks like we are out of here.
Well, it's 9 o'clock. My stomach.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's late. I know it means nothing to you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you always turn to violence.
I didn't realize how. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with you, it's necessary.
Just punch you right in the face. You hit me last week. I talked to the cops. They said it's a civil matter. So, but everybody saw it on here. I said I have video
Nobody
proof.
saw it. Nobody
Oh,
even
yeah.
noticed.
Oh yeah.
Nobody even
You're
noticed.
gonna learn.
That
You're
I
gonna
actually made contact.
you're gonna do the military thing with the
Make it.
hands behind your back. And I ain't bailing you out. I'm gonna throw a party. Stay up all night.
You would too.
You might get out the next day. We'll see. But there'll be a restraining order on your ass. You won't be able to come home. I don't want to be hit again.
Well, and my parents will be evicting you.
For what? I'm the innocent one here. All right.
Kyle says major pain from the movie, I'm guessing. Kyle also says y'all have a good one.
Yeah.
LOL. I'm getting chocolate milk now. Ooh, that sounds good. I want some chocolate milk.
Oh, some chocolate milk sounds good.
Well, enjoy your chocolate milk.
And some chocolate donuts. Oh, some maple bars.
I was just gonna say, you've like read my mind. I was just
I
gonna
like
say I
maple
would
bars.
kill for a maple bar.
I can't have
I
them.
haven't had one in a long time.
My blood sugar is getting lower, and I love it. So, well, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great Easter Sunday if you celebrate it. If you don't,
and have a good weekend and enjoy your Friday tomorrow.
enjoy
It's
spring
Friday.
weather.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And the weather's getting nice, so hopefully you're able to hopefully it's nice over the weekend,
Yeah.
and hopefully you're able to do something fun and relaxing outside. And we hope you have a good Easter. Like you said, if you do anything for it, if not, then hopefully you just have a great weekend and can enjoy the nice weather. We look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday.
For sure.
Have a wonderful night. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, you guys.